Hello again, everyone. Okay, so this was a very bad week. Lack of motivation. Lack of motivation once again. But I know what I'm needing. I'm needing some time off. And that's what I will do. Because tomorrow I will go to Portugal and I will speak Portuguese. I can speak Portuguese very well. Oh yes, I can speak Portuguese very well. I have a near native fluency. I have a native fluency in Portuguese. In fact, I speak Portuguese for like 29 years since I was 1 year old. So I will study. I will not study during a few days. Then I will go to my father-in-law's, and I will. He'll study a little bit. I will study a little bit, but not that much. Just a little bit. I will study a little bit of Finnish, and I will try to study a little bit of Papiamento. I have to start studying that language. Only from times to times. Let's see, it's language for the weekends or something like that. So I definitely intend to study a little bit of Papiamento, and there is this language that I must study too, which is Galician. I'm not studying Galician lately, and that's a problem because even though, despite the fact that I'm Portuguese and versed in Spanish, or almost versed in Spanish, because we never can say exactly we're versed. There are a lot of things that I still need to learn, and I must study a little bit of Galician too. And then I've been thinking a lot about languages, about my lack of motivation, about my problems with languages, and I've realized that I wasn't making so many progresses as I should. So now I decided to shorten a little bit my list until I reach 40. So 40 years old, 50 languages instead of 60 languages. So along those 10 years from now, by the time I reach 40, I want to speak 50 languages, not 60. Because if I try to, but I want to keep on learning languages until I learn to 75 or 75. The thing is, let's think on about time. So let's think about time. So 10 years from now, I want to be able to speak 50 languages. That's my goal. And so I'm making my list, and I was starting to eliminate. It's more like postponing, not eliminating languages. And so far I have postponed a few languages. I have postponed a few. I forgot about my piece of paper there. Let's see if I can recall what I have postponed so far. So Quechua, I have postponed Quechua, spoken in Ecuador and several places. I believe Peru. I don't know exactly. I believe Peru. I postponed that language. I did. After 40. After 40. Cree. I postponed that language too. After 40. Oh yes. And then I thought about African languages, and I postponed Hausa too. And then Urdu. I'm learning Hindi, and I will keep on learning Hindi. So Urdu will be much easier for me later on. So now I decided to postpone Urdu too. Another language that I might postpone after 40, but I don't know exactly if I will do it, is Hebrew. And then there are some languages that I don't know if I will study them, such as Scottish Gaelic and Welsh. Because in this life we have to make choices, and if I do have to sacrifice something, If I do have to sacrifice languages, I prefer to learn Irish instead of learning Welsh or Scottish Gaelic. There are more people interested in learning Irish. There are more people studying and speaking Irish around the world. So it will be easier for me to find someone speaking Irish. So if I have to make some sacrifices, I won't learn Scottish Gaelic nor Welsh. I will learn only Irish. Cantonese. Did I mention Cantonese? I believe I didn't. I don't know. Cantonese, it's postponed to after 40. And I must keep on postponing languages until I have my list of 50 languages uh, that I want to learn 10 years from now. Well, I've realized that I'm delayed in languages. I got delayed in languages. So that's not the way to try to be the best polyglot in the world. That's not the way to beat Richard Simcott or Stuart J. I don't know its name. That's not the way to beat Alexander Arguelles. So I have to make more progresses in the languages that I'm learning, and I must learn those languages properly, better. So that's why I also decided one thing. I chose like a few languages to study. Let's say between 1 hour and 1 hour and a half per day, 5 days a week, during let's see 2 months, okay, or 1 month and a half. So it will start next year. So the end of the world hasn't come, my friends. The end of the world hasn't come. Where's that fucking planet? Because I don't see him crashing down. Anyways, there must be a change in here, because this week, today I didn't study anything. Yesterday I studied 4 hours. The day before I studied 6.5 hours, and that was it. No more studies. Today I have a lot of things to do, non-studies related. So I have to pack, because I'm going to Portugal tomorrow. But let me just finish what I was saying. So so starting on January, I will be doing between 1 hour and 1 hour and a half of Swedish, for instance, during 2 months. And then I will keep I get 10 minutes from out of 30 minutes, 10 more minutes from out of other 30 minutes. Maybe I have to postpone a couple of languages that I'm studying now too, because I'm studying a lot of languages at the same time. It's been crazy. So maybe Greek. Maybe I will postpone Greek within those 10 years, but yes, but not now. I don't know. I have to think about that. So those are the changes. And so let's see. Finish 1 hour and a half or 2 hours, finish during another 2 months. And the languages that I intend to study, so a little bit better, a little bit more along this following year, like that, 1 hour and a half or something like that, 5 days a week. There will be, those languages will be Swedish, Finnish, Romanian, Turkish, and maybe I will do something like Mandarin or something like that, because I'm a very beginner, and Hindi, for instance. Those languages that I intend to study a little bit better along this year, because I want to be a good polyglot, and if I don't work harder on things, it will be much harder. So this is what I wanted to say now, and see you guys there.